Tonight's investigation begins with a critical question. What really happens when a regional conflict begins to impact global energy, advanced military systems, and international diplomacy, all at once? In recent days, a series of fast-moving developments involving Iran, Israel, and the United States have raised serious concerns among analysts, policymakers, and observers around the world. Claims of attacks on major energy infrastructure, reports surrounding one of the world's most advanced fighter jets, and statements from political leaders that appear, at times, to contradict each other. This is no longer just a regional story. This is a moment that could reshape global stability. In this investigation, we will carefully examine the facts, the claims, and the context, separating confirmed information from speculation and asking the deeper question: where is this conflict heading next? The current escalation appears to center around a critical target: energy. One of the key locations mentioned in recent reports is the South Pars gas field, the largest natural gas field in the world. This field is not just important to Iran, it is essential to global energy markets, as it connects directly with Qatar's liquefied natural gas exports. Any disruption here is not local, it is global. According to emerging narratives, an attack on energy infrastructure triggered a chain of retaliation. Statements from political leadership, including Donald Trump, suggested that the United States was not directly involved in the initial strike. However, analysts have raised an important question. In highly coordinated military environments, is it realistic for major actions to occur without at least partial awareness among allies? Modern warfare relies heavily on shared intelligence, logistics, and coordination. Even when actions are taken independently, they rarely occur in complete isolation. In response, Iran reportedly carried out retaliatory strikes, including targeting energy-related infrastructure. One widely discussed location is the Haifa, a major industrial and energy hub. If confirmed, such a move would represent a strategic shift from symbolic retaliation to targeted economic pressure. This is a pattern seen throughout modern conflict history. When energy infrastructure becomes a target, the consequences extend far beyond the battlefield. They affect oil prices, global supply chains, national economies, civilian life. This raises a key question: is this still a contained conflict, or the beginning of an energy war? Perhaps the most widely discussed and controversial development is the reported engagement involving the F-35 Lightning II. The F-35 is widely considered one of the most advanced fighter jets ever built. Its defining features include stealth technology, advanced radar systems, networked battlefield integration. Reports suggest that an F-35 may have been targeted during operations. However, the details remain unclear. Some accounts claim the aircraft was successfully engaged, others indicate it was forced into an emergency landing at this stage. There is no widely verified public evidence confirming a complete loss of the aircraft. And this distinction matters, because if an F-35 were truly downed in combat, it would represent a significant moment in military history. It would raise questions about the effectiveness of modern air defense systems, the evolving nature of aerial warfare, the limits of stealth technology. But without independent verification, analysts urge caution. In modern conflicts, information itself becomes a battlefield. One of the most critical strategic concerns is the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway carries a significant portion of the world's oil supply. Any disruption here could spike global oil prices, disrupt shipping routes, trigger economic instability. Historically, tensions in this region have always drawn international attention, because what happens here does not stay here. Statements from leaders often serve multiple purposes: reassurance, deterrence, strategic ambiguity. Recent remarks attributed to Donald Trump suggest an attempt to balance avoiding escalation, maintaining credibility, sending a warning. This is a delicate position. Too strong a response risks escalation. Too weak a response risks miscalculation. And in high-stakes environments, miscalculation can be dangerous. Another important dimension involves intelligence assessments. In any major conflict, policymakers rely on intelligence agencies to evaluate threats. But what happens when intelligence is uncertain, timelines are unclear, or interpretations differ? History shows that disagreements between intelligence and political leadership are not uncommon. These moments often become turning points, because decisions made under uncertainty can shape the course of events for years to come. The reference also highlights an incident involving a journalist in a conflict zone. While details remain contested, one fact is widely recognized: journalists operate under extreme risk in active conflict areas. Organizations like Committee to Protect Journalists have repeatedly documented the dangers faced by reporters. Their role is critical, documenting events, providing transparency, preserving historical record, but their safety remains an ongoing concern in modern warfare. When we step back, several key patterns emerge. Energy is becoming a central battlefield. Advanced military systems are being tested in real conditions. Information warfare is shaping global perception. Geopolitical alliances are under pressure. This is not just about one incident. It is about a system under stress. At this stage, several scenarios are possible. Scenario 1. De-escalation. Diplomatic channels reduce tensions. Scenario 2. Controlled conflict. Limited strikes continue without full-scale war. Scenario 3. Regional expansion. More actors become involved, increasing risk. Each scenario carries different consequences, not just for the region, but for the world. As we conclude this investigation, one thing becomes clear: the story is still unfolding. In a world where information moves faster than verification, where narratives compete with facts, and where decisions are made under pressure, understanding the full picture has never been more important. The question is no longer just what happened. The real question is, what happens next? Thank you for watching. Stay aware. Stay informed.